you never truly know what someone has been through. You never know. And that's something that I try to teach myself, is that like when I'm, if I'm ever being judgmental, if I'm ever, if I'm ever like just if I'm ever just like, when we see people and as humans, our first instinct, is always to judge. It's always to, when we see something that's not familiar, that's not familiar to us, and something that's like maybe out of ordinary, our first instinct is always to judge. That's just like a human nature to like, when someone who's not a part of our tribe comes around and you don't know them, you don't like, our first instinct is to judge and because we don't know the answer. And but it's interesting because, if you see someone, let's say you see someone who's like maybe having a bad day and is like maybe acting out of character, instead of being like, oh man, I wonder what that person's going through. I hope they're okay. It's always just this dude in the grocery store today was acting crazy. He was rushing all over the place. He was acting crazy. That's always our first instinct, is to judge instead of try and understand that, like, oh man, I hope that guy's okay. I wonder if he's just having a bad day. I hope everything's okay. It's always just like we have a negativity bias where we always turn towards like what we always like are attracted more towards, like negative information, negativity. It's the same thing with like when it comes to like the news. I don't watch the news really, or really like any media. We're attracted to like the negative. We are attracted to like the negative information instead of like say like if you were to hear about like person saves three falling puppies from a tree. You don't hear about that on the news, but it happens. Maybe not that exact thing, but it happens, like those. But instead, all we hear about is like the negative stuff that's happening. We hear about all the terrible things happening in this world, but we don't hear about that there's actually a lot of positive things happening in the world. But that doesn't get the clicks. That doesn't get like the that is not juicy enough for people. People want drama. People want gossip. People are attracted to those things, and people want, because it's entertaining. And that's something that that's something that I'm teaching myself, is that like when these people are like stirring up drama, it's for entertainment purposes, because that's just, going back to like the beginning stages of humanity, like when we were all sitting around a campfire, all we could really do was gossip. All we could really do was talk about, other tribes, other people. And, it's only carried on throughout humanity, and it's still in us today. It's not something I really like, but it's something that I'm like, okay, this is why people are doing it, because it's entertaining. At the end of the day, that's all it is. It's like people want entertainment, and, unfortunately, it's like, looking for that, like finding that negativity and finding that like, that finding that negativity is what's juicy for people. It's what people are attracted towards. So I think that's what's helped me not take it. That's why, like, I think people shouldn't take it personally, because at the end of the day, it's like people who, it's in human nature to like be more attracted to like the drama, to the negativity, to the gossip, because it's entertaining. it's usually nothing personal. And if people are attacking you personally, it's usually has everything to do with them and nothing to do with you. So that's what I've been trying to tell myself. You know, because most of the time people lead very boring lives, and to fulfill that boredom, they look for drama. They look for whatever drama is going on, and they use that drama, and and what it does. This goes back to like it releases a chemical in your brain called dopamine, and it's called a pleasure chemical, and what it does. And so and I know I already talked about this before, but and then when it's like when people are when they like feed off that drama, and that what that dopamine does, it tells your brain like, ooh, I want it's what causes addiction a lot of the time, is that it's like when the dopamine is released into your brain, it's telling you like, ooh, that's good, we want more, but it's actually not good. It's not good for you. It's pleasurable. It's pleasurable. It's easy to attain, and that's what drama is. It's very easy to attain drama, but it's not good. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. And so that's what I've been trying to tell myself. Whenever anybody's like talking shit, or gossiping, or drama, stirring up drama or whatever, it's I always tell myself like, that's why, is because it goes back to the whole dopamine factor. And yeah, that's what's been that's what's helped me, and it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to deal with. But yeah, I I try to stay positive during these times. But that's why I've kind of been taking breaks off of social media and stuff. It does help. It really does. Yeah, but yeah, that was just a rambling from me. But thank you for. But yeah, yeah. But that's pretty much it.